Let's go back now to Patrick McGrath. Patrick, I understand they had to limit exactly how many people could attend this rotunda prayer
That's
service.
right. They had hoped to have this prayer vigil and contain it in the rotunda, but the demand was too great, and so they have to have a separate event, which is going to go on here shortly, a candlelight vigil. The senators and congressmen are making their way out of the prayer vigil, and with me now is Senator Mary Landrieu, a Democrat from Louisiana. Your thoughts after this vigil?
Well, it was a magnificent service that I'm happy could be shared with the whole nation. And I guess what occurred to me most as I was sitting there praying with the others and thinking is that we've done everything we can do humanly possible and will continue to do. But a lot of this is in God's hands. Our nation was built on trust, and our faith is in Him. And that is the way we will continue to operate. And I just think it's a magnificent decision that our leaders not only decided to have this vigil, but have it in the rotunda of the Capitol, which shows and demonstrates, I hope, our complete faith in God's ability to see us through.
Yeah, I was struck by how, there are a lot of people who think that criticism is deserved for intelligence failures, but I sense a lot of reluctance among members of the Senate and the House to talk much of it now. Did you get that same sense, and why do you think that is?
Well, absolutely, and please know that the leaders will be fully engaged in every debate that is appropriate. But frankly, at a time like this, we need to support our president. I think minimize our criticisms, maximize our hope, our encouragement, our determination, spend a lot of time on our knees as well as working hard. And I hope that is what we're conveying, because that's actually what's happening in Washington and has happened through the day.
We're hearing, sporadic stories about children who, are frightened and confused, and, this is a pretty terrible thing to witness, and it's hard. It was certainly very difficult to keep it away from children. You have any thoughts about what to say about that?
Well, I think in all communities throughout the nation, there are actually experts that reside, thank goodness, in all of our communities that know very clearly the right things to do in this case. I mean, as a mother myself of a 3-year-old and a 9-year-old, I can say that we've minimized the talk to our 3-year-old who doesn't have a clue. Our 9-year-old is more aware, but I've purposely kind of not discussed the details with him. Now, older children, you just have to discuss it with. But they're experts around our nation. But what's important, so many things. There have been so many children affected, every child in our nation, but they're children tonight without parents, without grandparents, without neighbors, without friends. I mean, there's been a tremendous loss of life. So our, hearts are with kids, they're with families everywhere, and as our colleagues said, particularly with our senators and our House members from the areas that were attacked.
Occasionally you've heard people say that America won't be the same, that America's forever changed by this experience. Do you have that same sense?
Yes and no. Yes, we have changed, and we will change, and Americans have always changed to respond over time to the threats that are presented to us. America is a dynamic, changing, robust nation. Now, we always change for the stronger, so people shouldn't be afraid of change. They should just know that we will change to be stronger, not weaker. We are a place as well as an idea, and so we want to communicate that. People shouldn't be afraid of change. They should just know that we will be stronger. There will be changes made, and at every level in everyone's life, but we will do that according to the law, according to our Constitution, and according to what we consider the best thing for the country.
We're in a kind of mourning period, and there's never been anything of this magnitude before to mourn. What's your sense of when, things will really return? I mean, many members of Congress want to get back to business to demonstrate that it hasn't thrown the government off track. But obviously, there's no enthusiasm to dig into the thorny issues. When do you think that we truly will see government and other institutions responding?
Well, some of those actions were taken today, but I just can't say enough on both of our leadership on the Republican and Democratic side today, how unified we were together as we move throughout the day. And there will be time, hours, months, years to get down to the details, but you're right. Right now our focus is on preserving life, preventing further loss, giving response, supporting the president, staying unified, and our committees will be meeting tomorrow in more detail.
Okay, thank you very much. Senator Mary Landrieu, Democrat from Louisiana. Mike.